nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Colorado Buffaloes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Colorado head coach told me before the game he understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Red Raiders ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis finds the big tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The give to the back. Finding some room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. Lewis. Soft spot in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Let's Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to pass, it's Hammond. Working that left side now. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The short hands. It's Lee. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete on third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The Red Raiders will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
To throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
The 12th play of this drive, the defense trying to dig in on 3rd and goal. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the option, he keeps it. At the 35, he's got room. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Throwing, Lewis. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Lewis wants to pass. Rushes on him. And they got him.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now facing a 3rd and long. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Gets away from one. He's got space. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting it.
The run inside. It's Williams. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front, too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
On the move, it's Young.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Moore. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws it deep. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Coming out with it, it's Hudson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Complete to Williams over the middle, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The give is to Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go right back to it. And this one's not going to work out either. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Running through contact. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Young. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Finds a man in the middle, and he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Buffaloes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Lewis. Here's the pressure. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Finds his big tight end. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Young. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just feeds the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in a hurry-up. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffs!
This really has been a tale of 2 quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the 1st quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the 2nd. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The run inside. It's Williams. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity.
He wants to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He's in open space. Maybe some room here. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Pressure coming. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Running inside, it's Williams. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Red Raider! They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Comes out to go on the attack. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Making side adjustments here. Throwing, Lewis. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
With the catch, it's Atkins. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Rifles it down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback Keith. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success, and they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hammond. Under fire. It's complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Red Raiders looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. This time it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They take the lead with the 6.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's Lewis to throw. Oh, they're after him. Finds a tight end down the gut. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Caught by Williams on the right. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Dropping back, it's Hammond. That pass is incomplete.
The QB had all day to throw the football. That's the good news. The bad news is he couldn't find anybody open and couldn't deliver the ball to him. So let's see if they can get some chemistry going with the wide receiver and quarterback throughout this game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. He's looking to pass. Going for the big play. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Never getting stopped on that 2nd down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. On the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Lewis. Here comes the heat. Right on the money. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Play action with Lewis. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Lewis to throw. Pocket breaking down. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Let's see what he can do with it. returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And it's another 1st and 10 play. Gives it on the option.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Now he's going to break the pocket. The throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more muscle on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it. Throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Got a man. It's Carter. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. There he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Coming out with it, it's Perry. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Moore. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Throwing, Lewis. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
We've seen this tight end lined up in a 3-point stance. We've seen him in the slot. We've seen him outside at wide receiver. And he's made catches all over the field, guys. That's now over 150 receiving yards for this guy.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air again, Lewis. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
3rd down from the gun, Lewis. On target over the middle. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here's Lewis to throw. Got it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
It's Lewis again. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Lewis. Deep shot for the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And that's another mistake for this young man. It's one thing to have 1 or 2 and miss a throw here or there, but he continues to put the ball in harm's way, continues to give it to the other team, and set his defense up in a bad position. That's 6 picks in 2 games.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. They'll give it to Joyner. He's brought down, but enough to move the sticks one more time and to move this game into the win column. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Long way to go for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 12. Joyner again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Joyner. Timeout is called with just a single second left. This defense has kept